Yo, what's good? It's none iller. You tuned into Mogul Mined, and this is Let's Talk Music.
Today we're going to talk about quality versus quantity. And I'm going to tell you the difference. First of all, when's the last time more of something meant that it was better? Ask yourself that with music. You look at everyone's, well, not let me say everyone, but the majority of artists' best project is what? Their first album. Let me tell you why. They have time to build up the best quality songs to make the best project. A lot of people can't repeat that success, and that's why you have this thing called the sophomore slump in the industry. Why? Because after they make that first project that they put all their work and hard time and effort into, it was hard for them to repeat it once they were under a deadline to do so. Now, how does this apply to you in your music? Well, first of all, when's the last time that getting 1 million plays sounded bad? It sounds bad when you have 1 million songs. That's 1 play per song. You would rather have that 1 million plays on one song, right? Well, so for your YouTube videos, for your songs, for your projects, you want to focus on putting your best foot forward. It's a major deal for you to do something that grabs attention versus doing something to keep putting out music just because you're saying that you're doing it. The biggest misconception in the music industry when it comes to artists is that being in the studio is considered grinding. Stay out of the studio if you're just in there to say you're recording. Truthfully, make a couple hot tracks and figure out how to get those songs in front of everyone. That is your goal. That is your key. You need to figure out how to get it marketed well, and you need to figure out how to, well, also get the graphics that represent it well and the music video that represents it well. You need to make the best quality project, period. Now, we're going to go over all the rest of that in different videos, but I want to make sure you understand the difference between quality and quantity. Let's say you're going to the studio. You got a 4-hour block, right? You got a 4-hour time slot that you're going to go in there and do a song. How does that 4 hours break down to you? If you answered that you need to go in there and make as many songs as possible, you're wrong. You need to go in there and make whatever you can, preferably one song, as powerful and correct as possible. You want to make sure your vocals are right, the production is right, the mix is right, that your lyrics are right, that everything is in tune, so that when you leave the studio, and keep in mind this may take more than one session depending on if you're a vocalist or you have features, or if you're someone who can't get the cadence down right, you want to perfect that song however long it takes you. And then you want to take it to the point where you're pushing that song. You don't ever want to just make songs to compete with everyone. The only time quantity comes in handy is when you're increasing your skill. So write as many songs as possible, record as much as possible, but that doesn't mean release it. That means get your best song. A lot of times when creating albums, you record way more than the amount of songs you want in your project. So if you want a 10-song project, you should probably have somewhere between 20 to 25 songs to look and go through in order to get the best project. If you only record 10 songs, chances are you're going to have some songs that are just placed there to cover up that number. Ask yourself whether your project is quality or quantity. Another example of quality, think of artists such as Ice Cube, for instance. He still performs Today Was a Good Day when he does a set. There's other songs he's done. You have to think about the fact that a lot of these people still perform their biggest song, the most qualitative song, right? When you go to the store to get your shoes, you ain't trying to get 5 pair of $20 shoes. You're trying to get 1 pair of the new J's, the new Timbs, you get it. You get what I'm trying to say. Point is, you're going for quality. Why wouldn't you do the same for your music, your brand, your merchandise, your covers, your videos? Your marketing can be a lot more successful if you're not spreading it thin because you're scattered. You know why the radio is so successful? Think of whatever song you didn't like when it first came on. It doesn't matter if it's the new insert any artist here. Whether it's Drake, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, whether it's the new Eminem track, whether it's the new 2 Chainz, whether it's the new anybody you name, I don't care who it is. Justin Bieber for all I care. A lot of times you may not like that song, right? The first time you like, man, it's alright, it's whatever. Or you may love it, but a lot of times it's kind of like, it's whatever. After the 10th listen, you're like, not too bad. After the 100th listen, you're like, you don't have to change it now. It's cool. I can listen to this. The 1,000th, you singing it word for word. Don't believe me? Put a kid in the car and play the radio. Watch how they go crazy for a song that's been on there for a while. It's a formula, fellas and ladies. It's a formula, ladies and gentlemen. Realize there's a reason why this works. So next time you go work on something, ask yourself, is it your best? Ask yourself, is that song that you put out worth you promoting and pushing? Don't drop a song and then a week later give everyone a new song. They haven't heard the old one. There's so many people on this earth and you want to stop because you have 2,000 plays? And a lot of people aren't reaching that. I was just giving a few numbers. Some people are getting 53 plays, 100 plays. More people can take in your product. It is your job to make sure they get that quality. Look, pass on the information because I got more game to drop to you. The whole point is we're going to get up your music IQ. Listen, there's only one way we're going to win. We're going to do this together. And I'm here to help. I'm out.